It is an entire vibe.
Right? It gets me so hype. I feel like I'm in the middle of a football field. I'm the drum major, and it's time to step. Love it.
It's giving drum major.
Dr. Roberto Burton and Van did it. This is season two of the Doing the Doctorate podcast. I am Dr. Kesslyn Brace-Dennis, host of the podcast, entrepreneur, award-winning educator, doctoral coach, owner of the PhD Consultants, and I am super excited for season 2. Hey. I want to welcome you to the podcast. This season, our theme is building the doctoral community. I want you to be sure to stand by because we are going to have a great show tonight.
Yes.
I also want to thank my amazing, marvelous, outstanding co-host, the incomparable Dr.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I am super excited for season 2. I am glad to be here. The owner of STEM Early educator extraordinaire, leader in your area. I'm just glad that you're here in the seat with me. Welcome. How are you?
Listen, I'm good. I'm super excited for season 2, and I think this message of community is really resonating. We newsletter of community content, and the hit got on this newsletter, the responses, people are really resonating with this because there's been such a heavy focus on content and learning loss due to COVID. But what we need to focus on building that community. So community is super important, especially when it comes to this doctoral journey, which we're going to be talking about on season
2. Season 2. Well, let's get into the show. So at the beginning of every show, we are continuing our Doing the Doctorate thought. And the Doing the Doctorate thought for tonight is the doctoral journey can be isolating and lonely. Along the road to completion, be sure to embrace relationships that nourish you. Be sure to embrace relationships that nourish you. Oftentimes, and I'm going to be sharing my doctoral isms, my Dr. Kesslyn isms this season. But I talk to so many people who tell me that they are lonely. They feel so alone. There's nobody who understands the journey. And I definitely understand that it can be that way, but it is critically important that you embrace relationships that nourish you while you're on the journey. Critically important. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
So many thoughts. I think when I first saw that you gave to my mind is community consciousness requires that we leave our comfort zone. And so I feel lonely, but some of us did it because we don't want to be uncomfortable.
Wait. So, I need to just cover my eyes. Wait. You said we don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. And building community, having community consciousness, it's going to require you your comfort, especially in this journey, because those who were with you in past seasons may not be those who are with you in these seasons. Absolutely. And because we don't want to be uncomfortable, and it's like I don't really know these people, I'm too scared, stay and because our comfort over a community, and you can't value comfort more community. Zone will stagnate you, and it will kill you. You have to be willing to leave your comfort zone in order to community. You have to.
Yeah, especially in this season, right? In this part of your doctoral journey, it is critically important that you get over yourself.
Yeah.
Get over yourself and get into a community. And so tonight we're going to be talking about community. What is it? What does it offer in this doctoral space? What does your doctoral community need to look like? So that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. But we know that there are doctors in the house. So with some things about this season 2, we're going to continue from season 1. And one thing that we're going to continue is our doctoral roll call. So whether you are joining us live or you are joining us on the replay, we want you to replay, hashtag replay. We want you to put your name in the comments. We want to know who's joining us. But this is not just for us. I know that other people watch this podcast, watch this show, go on YouTube and follow us. By the way, did I say follow us, like, share, all of that good stuff at Dr. Kesslin? We want you to follow, like, share, love. Find us on all social media, Dr. Kesslin. But there are people who watch this show and they may not have known that you can get a doctorate in music composition or early childhood education or social work like my degree is in, or Dr. O, early ed.
Early ed.
So we want you to put your name in the chat. And if you are pursuing a doctoral degree, put that in the chat as well and tell us what school you are attending. Thank you, Vanita, for being here. Hey, Vanita, thank you so much for being here. So we want you to put it in the chat because we want to shout you out, right? We want to shout you out. So the other thing that we're going to keep doing is that we will have nominations for our doctor on duty.
Yes.
There are people who we want to shout out. So if you have a nomination for a person who's a doctoral person doing great work, make sure that you send us an email. Send me an email at Dr. Kesslin at the PhD Consultants, and we'll ask you some more information, but we want to shout you out. So, what's happening? How are you? It's been a week. What did you do this week?
I did so much this week, but I did want to give a shout out to Dr. Kat, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. I'm going to email you because I'm going to nominate her. She in science. Yes. Like, so the fact that you can get a PhD in just about anything, and we want to this show and shout these people out so that the world can see, because if you can see it, you can what? You can be it. But this week has been a whirlwind. I had a conference attending. Saturday, I did this network conference. Saturday, I'll be doing the early ed conference. And the thing we've been talking about is building community before content. And so really been resonating. So I'm excited to share exactly your thoughts on what a community is. How do we build a community? Because this message is not simply for people in the doctoral journey. It's for everyone, because community. World changers do what? They build a community, and they're in a process to community and without focus, intention. And so I'm very excited to hear what you have to say tonight, because I'll be what? Taking notes. Y'all know note takers are what? Note takers are history makers, right?
I love it. I love when you pull out your pen and you're like, I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. So listen, tonight we are talking about community. I hear an echo. I don't know if it's me. No, you don't hear an echo? Okay, good. Awesome. Well, All right. Vanita says she's pursuing her doctorate at Antioch College. Yay, yay, yay. Awesome, awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, Vanita. Thank you so much. I want to talk about in my doctor on duty, doctor's orders. I want to talk about community. Like, we're going to start this conversation with community. What is a doctoral community? Yes, I took notes as well. A doctoral community is a supportive, collaborative network. That is such an important word. Network of individuals who are pursuing the doctorate, or they have pursued the doctorate, and they are experts who can feed into you along your doctoral journey, right? Doctoral folk who are experts, or they are pursuing the doctorate, and they can feed into you while you're on your doctoral journey. The reality is that unless you've been down this road, you just don't understand it. And family members love you. My family loved me. But there were times when I had to say, no, I can't come to family reunion. True story. We had our family reunion the year I was finishing up. We had our reunion in Vegas. And my family wanted to know, like, why. I did go, but I couldn't hang out. Why? Because I was writing in my room. I had work to do. And unless you've been on the journey, they love you, but they don't understand. I won't say lost. My friendships changed when I was on my doctoral journey, because my friends couldn't understand the depth of brain energy that was required. Like, I couldn't be available in the same ways that I was available before. So some of my relationships shifted and changed. But what I did do is create a community of people who could pour into me, who understood the frustration. I joke about this all the time when my chairperson said, so are you talking about perspectives or perceptions? Like, what's the difference in a perception and a perspective? She said, you have to choose a word and stick with it. And I remember being so frustrated, but I found myself, I reached out to people to be in my community who understood the journey. Had it not been for my classmates, my cohort, had it not been for I graduated with my PhD from the Howard University, HU, it had it not been for alum who were in that program, had it not been for other scholars who were graduates of Howard and in my program and understood my challenge, I may not have made it through. But my doctoral community, my group of supportive and collaborative scholar practitioners who understood my journey, helped me make it through. I just want to add that your community, your doctoral community, they must be knowledgeable. They must be resourceful. And along this journey, they must be experienced. Because if they're not knowledgeable about the process, if they're not resourceful, they don't have some of the components that you need to pour into you, and they haven't experienced it, they really, while they may love you, they can't help you along the journey like someone who is knowledgeable and resourceful and experienced. So tonight we're talking about what is a community, a doctoral community, and what are the components of a person who should be invited in your community. So we're talking about a person who is knowledgeable about the journey. They can tell you the difference between qualitative and quantitative research, right? They can tell you the difference between certain theoretical approaches. They are knowledgeable about the process, the difference between being a doctoral student and a doctoral candidate, right? This person has some knowledge about the process that you're going to go through. So they're knowledgeable, they are resourceful, they know where to send you. They know how to tell you where to find the money. By the way, and I'll tell you this at the end, but at the end of this month, September the 20th, the Friday, I believe it's the 29th, and October the 1st, I'm going to be telling you how to get your doctorate for free. You need a person in your circle, in your doctoral community, who is resourceful. They can tell you where to go. They may be your sponsor or they may be your mentor, but they can give you some wisdom. And you need a person who is experienced, because along this journey, there is nothing like experience.
Good.
Nothing like it. So that's kind of the info for tonight. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about how a doctoral coach needs to be in your community. You need a doctoral coach, and a doctoral coach is different from a dissertation coach.
Share. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
A doctoral coach is different from a dissertation coach. A dissertation coach. Okay, so let me just go ahead. This might not even make
break it down. Just break it down.
A dissertation coach is someone who only helps you through the dissertation. My estimation, I call myself a doctoral coach because a doctoral coach is different. A doctoral coach is a person in your network who is with you from beginning to the end. They help you strategize from the beginning, so you're not spending 12 years like and 7 years like me. A doctoral coach is someone who helps you strategize, someone who helps you think through how you can use your assignments in each and every course to work toward your dissertation. I have a client right now. I literally need to call her back after I get off this live. But I've been helping her since she got admitted into her doc program. In fact, I remember having early conversations about helping her decide which program she should actually accept an invitation to and why. I've helped her understand and conceptualize how her class assignments can help her toward her dissertation. So now she's at the place of writing her dissertation. And I've said to her, listen, you already did that. Didn't you do that in this class when you developed your theoretical framework? Didn't you think through your problem statement in this particular class? Like, I think you were in year 1, semester 2. She's like, I did. So just yesterday, last night, she called to say, you remember how you told me I had done this assignment? I don't want you to say you're right, but you were right. She was like, all I had to do was look back at my assignment from year 1, semester 2, and it was right there. I was like, that's what a doctoral coach will do, along with helping you through your dissertation. And I can tell you, I have been a doctoral coach for folk who have finished their degrees. 2 clients finished in 2.5 years. Many have finished in 3 years because I've coached them along the way. Different from a dissertation. By the time you get to your dissertation, if you've done the work early enough, your dissertation, at least conceptually, is pretty much written. Your lit review is pretty much written. So you need a doctoral coach. You might need a dissertation coach if you are at that place, but you really should have had a doctoral coach, because a doctoral coach is all encompassing from beginning through dissertation in the end, and sometimes beyond. So doctoral community should include folk who are knowledgeable, resourceful, and have some experience. Make sure you have a doctoral coach as a part of your doctoral committee. I have talked more than I anticipated tonight. Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Thoughts. I I have lots of notes. The first, so the community understanding the culture, and your community understands the culture, meaning the people in your community must be not resourceful and experienced. So in the culture, so they can understand when you say, I can't come tonight. They can understand when you say, I'll be writing tonight. They understand the culture. And I think that
Yes.
really, that really resonated with me tonight. And I think the thing that we're not really taught as we go into our doctoral pursuits is that a doctoral coach and chair are two different things. And a coach
Yes.
from concept to completion. So the sooner you can get in that community, find a coach, they can help you even to understand, you know what, this university, although they're offering this, this, and this, is not going to be a good fit for you, right? Oftentimes we think that we just have to wait till we get to the dissertation process to get that dissertation chair and that dissertation coach. But I'm gonna tell you, when you said if you've been coached, by the time you get to the dissertation process, you've already done the work.
Yes.
Say this, but please are not saying this to students. Look, I promise you, when I started, my father-in-law, who got his PhD from UMass, he said every paper you write in this journey should be a reflection of what you want to write your dissertation. Every When I started, well, I have this idea. I went to one of the teachers who shall remain nameless. I have this idea of what I want to do for my dissertation. Like, you just start. Don't worry about it. You get to come. Ended up being 2 years later because I felt like I just all this journey to complete. The coach would have helped me do that. Designed to shrink time, just there to provide wisdom. So not build a without a coach, and you don't want a coach that doesn't understand the culture. You said a lot, but we needed it all. We needed it all.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, that's a part of your doctoral community. You need a doctoral community. So, listen, we have there are opportunities for you. Let's talk about what we're doing. Let me just say that there are opportunities for you to be in a community. I have a community that I meet with every Monday night at 7 p.m. I have a doctoral community and we talk through the process. Sometimes it's accountability, every time it's accountability, but sometimes it's teaching something. Sometimes I invite doctors in to give information because sometimes you need information, but sometimes you need inspiration. And so I try to have both of them in my community. I also have a group, a private group and a public group on Facebook. Why? Because you need a community. I also contribute to other communities. Why? Because you need a community. You need information and inspiration. They are both critically important for your doctoral journey. So that's it for tonight. Tonight we talked about, what is a doctoral community and what do you need to look for folk to be in your doctoral community. So those are the doctor's orders for tonight. Those are the doctor's orders. Make sure you get a community.
That's right.
Thank you, Vanita. So Vanita, message me on Facebook or IG, send me a DM or email me. Actually, the best way to find me is to go to drkesslin.com. I give free complimentary strategic planning sessions. So go to drkesslin.com/schedule and schedule a 30-minute conversation with me, and I can tell you more about those communities. All right. That's the best way. Thanks for that question. Thanks for that question. So listen, in the weeks to come, we're going to be talking about how doctoral communities can add to your intellectual growth and research and emotional support. We're going to be talking about networking in your doctoral community. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be a great season 2. Doc, what do you have going on? What's coming up for you? What's coming up? Doctor's house call. Whose house will you be at?
Listen, I'll be in Howard County at the Early Child Care Education Fair, and also a session building in the early space. If you are in the Howard County area and you want to come on out, come on out. Come on out. That's what this week. Doing this week.
Man, this coming Saturday, I am speaking at a church. I love speaking at a church. It's the wonderful opportunity for me to combine all of my loves, right? Because I always talk about something educational, but this Saturday, I think is at 12:30 in Baltimore. I will be in Baltimore. I can't tell you what the topic is going to be yet, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And then on the 29th at 5, I said 5:30. At 5:30, I am having a seminar, free seminar. I am so committed to folk getting their doctoral education, getting their doctoral degrees, that I hold free seminars. Who does that? Because it's not about making money for me, but free seminar, how to getting your doctoral degree for free. Getting your doctoral degree for free. Free, FREE, free. Yes, you can get it for free. That information is going to be posted on my Facebook page, my Instagram. It's going to be on all my social media. So have a look out for that. And it's also going to be at the my website. And you can always send me an email. I'll be sure to get it. All right. Dr. Kesslin at the PhD Consultants. So it's going to be a busy day. And I might even have a replay, another session on next Sunday, October 1st. A lot of people said, I can't make it on Friday. So I'll do it again. I believe in doctoral education, and I don't think you have to pay for it. So there we go. Whew. That's going to be my week. What a busy week, right?
Yeah.
What a busy week. Well, we thank you all. Guess what? This may be the first show that we are ending on time. 8:30. Miracles do happen. All right, everybody. We got to roll out tonight. We have things to do. It has been a privilege for us to be with you. We always end with this same thing. I say it all the time. I need you to remember that the doctoral degree, it's not merely a degree of intelligence. It is a degree of persistence, and we are here to help you persist. Have a good night, everybody. Love you, Mom and Dad. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.